Yo, I think it's really happening. I think it's really happening. Oh my God. You know, nothing cuts deep quite like a series of almosts. When you can smell the scent of your dream like honey in the air, but right before its sweetness touches your palate, you're left instead with a sour no, not this time. And then again, nothing sweeter than knowing you may have heard your last no, not this time. And you can finally taste that sweetness, honeydew melon like, and you can smile real deep like, knowing you're a step closer to seeing your vision out. Like you've made it out of hell and high water, like you made it to a summit. You can breathe deep like, knowing you're higher than you started and not quite. Turn to almosts, turn to at lasts. And you can pat yourself on the back at last and pick up your next torch at last and keep on dreaming. Nothing sweeter than patience making way for celebration. That was a good one. What's good, YouTube? It's Jawno, and I want you to know that wherever you are, however you are loved, and you are loved, and I'm proud of you. And I can say that with confidence because wherever we are on a journey. And whatever place you hold in that journey is right where you're supposed to be. And so today, let me tell you a story about how I finally secured the van that I've been looking for this project. I mean, wow. I mean, like, wait for it. Let me tell you this story. So it goes like this. I've been searching for a van since before graduation, even for the last couple months. I've been meeting people from Facebook Marketplace, from Craigslist, a lot of used car dealers, test driving a lot of vans and talking to a lot of people about this project. But I've been coming up short, not finding the right ones. There's always a little bit something wrong with the van, or has a little bit too many miles, or it's not the right build. And so when my parents were out here, they really talked to me about this vision and they support me in this dream, but they had a difference of opinion in how I should look for the van to start the project. I was on the boat that I should buy something used, not very expensive, super budget, that I could, it could be my canvas for this manifestation. They, on the other hand, really wanted to see me in something reliable and something that would hit the road and be super roadworthy, and something that I could really feel safe and sound in while I do this project for this year at least. And so I'm really grateful for them, for their care in that process, and not only making that point, but also helping me to see it through. So I got on a plane and flew home to Texas. Along the way, I got to see some friends and pass some amazing time. But one thing I will say, flying right now is no joke, okay? I'm talking N95s and no physical contact with anyone or anything. As you know, if you don't know, now you do know, we are in the midst of a global pandemic, and the Delta variant of the COVID-19 virus is just no joke. It's just no joke. Don't play with your life. Be safe, mask up, and let's get through this. So I was able to get to Texas safely, no COVID scares, and see my family. And together we were gonna go on this mission. We had a vision. We were gonna find the van for this project and get me back to California to start building it. When I got home, I made a spreadsheet. I was like, yo, I'm gonna set out this vision. I'm gonna find all the cargo vans being sold in the Dallas, Texas Metroplex. I even listed vans out in Houston where I was gonna have to drive like 4 or 5 miles to get there to see it, and even test drive it. But I was determined. I was really set out. Like I said, if I'm going to fly to Texas, I'm going to book a one-way ticket and I will be driving back to California to start the project. And so did that, created the spreadsheet, called a ton of places, asked around like, yo, you got any cargo vans? Yo, you got any cargo vans? Yes, I'm looking for high roof. No, medium roof's not really gonna do. I really need to stand up. I'm 6'2" and I need the space. I need the room. I need to be able to stretch my arms out and stuff. So a lot of people got back to me. I got in so many lists. I'm still trying to get off the mailing lists and text message chains that I'm on about dealerships and people, because when you make contact with a dealership, just know they will hold on to your contact and they will do their best to sell you something. That's a never-ending lesson. I'm still learning. My phone is still blowing up today with people calling me, asking me,
hey, we got another van in stock. Hey, you still looking for a van? Hey, I found something you might be interested in.
I'm grateful, but I know you're just trying to sell me a van. Anyway, we're not gonna talk about it. So I went to a few dealerships, test drove a lot of vans. The first really close call was this one used car dealership that had just vans on top of vans stocked up in this warehouse. And this place was super cool. The guys I met were really cool. They had a son who also played baseball, and he also played for the Mustangs, which I did in high school. So I was like, oh, that's cool. That's a connection. That's a sign. This is gonna be the one, right?
Plus, everything gotta be a surprise.
So my mom went to the dealership with me. She was able to sit on the conversations with the folks who were trying to sell the van to me. And one thing that Mama Okhiulu will do is she will take notes on every little detail that is mentioned in the conversation. So if you ever need to do some research and you want to buy something, tap Mama Okhiulu. She will make sure you are prepared and ready for every situation. You have all the information you need. That is how detail-oriented my mama is. And I'm super grateful for her. We also just have a good time.
Watch your profanity.
We also just have a good time when we're together. My mom is hilarious. I think she's where I get most of my humor from, and I think I'm pretty funny. So, you know, it's a beautiful collision and collaboration anytime we link up.
Big step. Big step.
Oh, wow, look at all this room. Oh, my goodness.
That's my mom. I love her, and I'm super grateful for the care that she put in with this process for me. And she was able to spend time with me as we were searching for these vans, and she was there when we got to the first right dealership, but more on that later. This first dealership that we got to, again, it was a used Ford Transit that I was looking at. It was really nice. It had almost 100,000 miles on it, but it felt like it was brand new. Like, it didn't look used at all. So I was like, this is the one. And again, I felt like all the signs were there and it was aligning, and so I put on my down payment. I told them that my dad would come with me in the morning to sign the paperwork, and all would be good, sugar banana. But it wasn't the case. We got there in the morning, and the finances just fell through. They didn't really want to accept the terms of our loan application. So unfortunately, after all that energy put into this one, it fell through, and I was like, disappointed. And so I got home. I was really just, stressed. I was like, Dad, I don't know if it's going to work out. The new cars are just like not in stock. Everybody is selling out. Amazon is taking all the vans off the market. And then the van lifers who have savings piled up and who have long held careers, and, they're taking all the vans. And I just don't think there's going to be one for me out here. My dad, really level-headed, says don't get discouraged. What's meant for you will never pass you by. And so I went back to the drawing board. I went back to my spreadsheet, crossed out the van that I almost had, and just went to the next one. I found a Dodge Ram ProMaster, high roof for my height, and the guys were selling it. They had a couple left in stock. I gave them a call, said, yo, can I come by, test drive this? I need to buy this today. Like, I'm so done with this search. Please, can I come in? Said, absolutely, come on in at 2:00. I'll have the van ready for you. It'll be ready to test drive. Let me know. So I brought my parents with me. We got to the dealership. The gentleman that was helping us out was a gift, so kind and so sweet, and made sure we knew every detail about the van, made sure we knew every detail about the terms of the loan and everything like that. Test drived everything. It was super clean, super smooth. Assured us that this was gonna be a good sell. Obviously, it was a little pricey because it was a 2021 Dodge Ram ProMaster, but I'm like, at this point, yo, this has to be the one, and it felt like the one. When I got to sign my name on the dotted line, and my dad was sitting with me signing his name on the dotted line, that for me was a point of no return. That was when the entire process was coming to a close, and I was relaxing, and I was finally ready to just like celebrate. And it was really such a jittery moment, because I'm like, there's no way this can go wrong at this point, right? Like, they've already accepted the finances. I'm signing my name on the title and registration. When they handed me the keys, boy, I had the keys in my hand and I could honk the vehicle. Oh my gosh. It was such a release. It's such a relief. I could not believe it. Yo, I think it's really happening. Oh my God. I am shook. I was really like, yo, pinch me, I'm dreaming, this cannot be happening. But it was happening. And so you will see in the video, I could not stop smiling. I was like, we fully finessed this Dodge dealership. They do not know what they just got themselves into with me. But I'm taking these keys and I'm hitting the road. They're not gonna take this back. So finally signed all the paperwork, slid it back over to them. They handed me the keys, shook my hand and said, see you on the way. I can't believe it. It was a done deal, case closed, opened the door, and I just screamed. I just could not hold it in anymore. The joy. Just, can you say elated? I was elated. And so, I mean, I was so ready to get on the road with that vehicle. Super, super grateful for everyone who was walked with me in this process to find and secure the van. I cannot express enough gratitude to you and everyone else who has supported me on this journey so far. I mean, I am through the roof in gratitude for all of the many wishes of love and encouragement that I've gotten from my community so far. And so I'm super excited to share the next video about my first road trip. I'll tell you, as soon as I got in that van, I slept. I did go to sleep. But the next day I was on the road, and so I'm gonna tell y'all all about that. My first road trip in my new van. Thank you for following along so far. If you would like to support me and keep me on the road, keep my wheels turning, and keep this project going, you can like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. It means a lot to the channel, helps me grow, it helps me support myself. And also, I have a link tree where you can find my Patreon that we just got set up, where you can join this community in many beautiful ways. I have artwork that I'm ready to share with y'all on Patreon, and writing, because I love to write. That's like one of my primary mediums. So I'm excited to share all that work with y'all through that platform. And just you'll find all the many ways to stay connected with me. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Together we can learn more, be more, and see more together. Take one more deep breath. Out with gratitude. You got this. I'll catch you on the next one.